Yo, this is Jay for Straight Smoke Gaming. In today's video, we're bringing you another Thursday night sim. Week 9, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Houston Texans. Not really sure why this is on prime time because, just looking at the records, this should not be a game. It should be a blowout for the Eagles' favor. But, we're going to do the sim anyway. Let's go ahead and get into our picks. Jay, Orb, and Ovi, we're all taking the Eagles, kind of obvious. And let's go ahead and go over our records along with Madden's record. Jay, 4-4, Ovi 4-4, Orb 4-4, and Madden has a record of 5-3. So Madden is up on us by one game, and I'm not sure if this is going to be the game we're going to get him back. So let's go ahead and go over the stats for the quarterbacks. So we're starting off with Jalen Hurts. He averaged 344 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Really good stats considering these are just passing stats. We're not counting any rushing stats or rushing touchdowns in the sim, but overall, if you're throwing for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns and only turn over the ball once, that's a really good game. So that stat line alone should win you your game. Now going into Davis Mills. Davis Mills is a guy I feel is a little bit underrated, so I would like for him to play good because I don't want the Texans to give up on him just yet. I think he could be a legit quarterback with pieces around him. So going over Mills' stats, we have 296 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Not the best stat line, but then again, you also have to look at who you got around him. Brandon Cooks is wide receiver 1, and then Nico Collins, if he plays, is a wide receiver 2. So, obviously, Hurts has the better system around him, better people around him. So, it's pretty obvious who's going to win that battle. Now, going into the running backs, we're going to start off with Miles Sanders, rushing-wise, had 67 yards in the sim and 1 touchdown. Dameon Pierce, on the other hand, for the Texans, one of my favorite running backs in the league, 43 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. So, obviously, Sanders wins this category. The Eagles win that category. But, if I'm being honest, I kind of feel like Pierce is a better running back than Sanders, if I'm being completely honest. Just the way he runs and all that, I think it's just what he does for his team is more than what Sanders does for his team. So, with that being said, Pierce is going to need to do more than what he did in the sim if the Texans are going to even have a shot at winning this game. Pierce is going to need easily over 100 yards rushing and multiple touchdowns for that to happen. So, don't see that happening realistically because Eagles' defense is good and Texans' O-line sucks. So, going into receiving here, the way we do the receiving is we sim the games, and whoever name comes up the most in the sim is considered a big game. So each game, 3 big players from each team. And yeah, that's how we'll go about it. So just for an example, O.J. Howard is the first guy to watch for the Texans because his name was popping up in all 7 of the games as one of the Texans' better receivers. Following that, we have Brandon Cooks with 5 of 7 big games, and Nico Collins with 4 of 7 big games. That's a big if because Nico Collins is questionable with a groin injury. Not sure if he's going to play, but keep that in mind. Those are the 3 you're going to want to watch for. For Philadelphia, we have Devontae Smith with 6 of 7 big games. Obviously, we have A.J. Brown with 7 of 7 big games. A little bit interesting here. Take from Madden, they have Quez Watkins with 3 of 7 big games. Dallas Goedert did not make the list, so that's something you're going to want to watch for because Madden's saying Quez Watkins is going to be more relevant than Dallas Goedert when it's all said and done for this game. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and give you who Madden's going to take. I think it's kind of obvious here. Madden's going to take the Philadelphia Eagles, winning 6 of the 7 games in the sim. So Texans were able to sneak 1 from them with an average score of Philadelphia 39 and Texans 24. So, they're saying this is going to be a blowout. Realistically, I don't want to think it's going to be a blowout. You got to think here. What do the Texans have to lose? They got nothing. They're going in. They got the home game. Win this. It's a trap game for the Eagles. The Eagles think they're going to walk in, dog walk the Texans. I do not see that happening. It is a home game. Like I said, Pierce is a dog, so keep that in mind. That's all we got in this video. If you enjoyed, please remember to like and sub for more Madden, GTA, and Red Dead content. Also, check the description for a trade deadline video that I made yesterday. Pretty good video, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.